Vanderpump Rules star Tom Sandoval is suing his co-star and ex-girlfriend Ariana Madix. Suing her, taking her to court. And I'm not upset at it. I'll explain why in a second, but first, yes, the lawsuit has everything to do with Rachel Raquel. If you don't remember, Rachel Raquel sued Ariana and Tom over that naughty tape. She was very upset that there was dissemination of the naughty tape. And in the initial response to Rachel Raquel's lawsuit, Ariana said that she never disseminated it. Well, now Tom is fighting back. And understandably, Ariana is not here for it. In a statement responding to Tom's lawsuit filed against Ariana, Madix's attorney says it is abhorrent that Tom Sandoval continues to torment Miss Madix from engaging in an illicit affair that shattered her home and stability to months of emotional warfare, and now this attempt to further shirk personal responsibility for the effects his actions have had on her and her emotional well-being. Tom Sandoval knows full well what sort of privileges he and Miss Madix shared in regard to their personal communication devices. Meaning she was authorized to access his phone, which he is claiming in his lawsuit that she was not. But that's not even the best part. Then Ariana's lawyer goes for the jugular, saying, quote, if he or his mistress had their way, it would be illegal for someone to discover their spouse or significant other was having an affair. For Mr. Sandoval to go from begging Miss Madix for forgiveness to blaming her for his wrongdoings speaks for itself. Even months after the New York Times branded Mr. Sandoval the most hated man in America, he clearly learned nothing and believes it necessary to continue torturing Miss Madix in a vain effort to rehabilitate his image. Miss Madix is confident that a jury will see through this latest ploy and dismiss his frivolous claims. I actually don't think that's the reason for all of this, and I'll also explain why in a second. But first, Tommy Boy's lawyer says the lawsuit's just because of Rachel Raquel's fault. It's just business as usual, explaining, quote, while Tom Sandoval accepts responsibility for his affair, he strongly denies the allegations of the lawsuit filed by Rachel Leviss against him and Miss Madix. In order to ensure a fair and just determination of responsibility among all parties involved, we filed a cross-complaint on behalf of Mr. Sandoval. The customary legal action was crucial to ensure that liability, if any, is fairly distributed based on the actual level of involvement and fault of each party. We aim to resolve this legal dispute with utmost respect of all parties involved. All right, here is the tea and pulling back the curtain. I am making a prediction. Within days or weeks, Tom Sandoval is going to launch a podcast, kind of like what Rachel Raquel did. And even if he doesn't launch the podcast, this lawsuit against Ariana is brilliant because Tom Sandoval is doing what I said he should be doing and has been doing for the last year and a half. He is leaning into villain mode. And this is what Vanderpump Rules needs, especially after the boring last season and the show might be over. The show needs drama and Tom is bringing it. And I do also think while it could be good for the show, it's a little short-sighted and dumb because the only winners here are Rachel Raquel's lawyers, Ariana's lawyers, and Tom's lawyers. 10 years from now, these two are going to regret everything. Hopefully they're already regretting it Jesus.